Chapter 1. Returning Home. After a long and restless night on the overnight express from Chicago, I finally arrived at the St. Paul train depot about 9 o'clock in the morning. It was almost an hour late after running into problems at Devil's Lake, Wisconsin, when some boulders came down onto the tracks. Luckily, they identified the problem, or I could have been involved in one of many train accidents happening around the county since trains became the main means of travel starting after the Civil War. I had worked for the St. Paul Dispatch newspaper for over 10 years and traveled extensively for work. I spent the last 2 weeks reporting on the assassination of President McKinley on September 6, 1901. It was the top story at the time, and many folks in the Twin Cities were following every detail of his death on September 14, 1901, and the swearing in of his vice president, now President Theodore Roosevelt. I had my bags stored in the trailing freight car, and made sure my name, John Dolan, was bold and visible on the shipping tag. No mistaking I worked for the Dispatch. If they got lost, they would either be returned to my address in Stillwater or to the offices of my paper. I hoofed it over to the newspaper office, left my papers on my desk, and walked into my manager's office. "Good morning, Mr. Pennington. Got a moment?" "Sure, John. Come in. How's the trip?" "Fine, but I didn't get much sleep on the train." "Did you turn in your expense report yet?" "Not yet, but I will before I leave for the day. I'd like to catch the noon train over to Stillwater if I can. I haven't been home for several weeks."